What if the answer to your struggles wasn't locked in a prescription bottle? What if healing doesn't always come with a dosage, but through something far more human, more immediate, more profoundly within reach? What if the real cure is already sitting right next to you, right now? Not in a clinic, not behind a pharmacy counter, but across the dinner table, in bed beside you, on the couch next to you, silent, maybe even hurting, but still hoping for connection. Because sometimes the most powerful therapy doesn't come in a capsule, it comes in touch. Pause, let it land. In the quiet, healing power of simply holding hands. In the warmth of a shared glance across a crowded room. In the safety of a long, unhurried hug. In the vulnerability of a conversation that's honest, messy, and uninterrupted. We live in a world obsessed with quick fixes, apps, pills, instant solutions. But long before all of that, human connection was our first medicine. And in so many ways, it still is. If any part of this stirs something inside you, if you're feeling the quiet ache of distance, the weight of silence, or the fatigue of trying to hold things together alone, please hear this. You are not alone, and you are not beyond healing. There is a way forward. It starts with presence, with touch, with truth, with connection. Try this tonight. Reach out and hold your partner's hand for just 30 seconds. No distractions, just presence. Notice what shifts. Let's open this conversation. Share this with someone who needs to be reminded that love still heals. Drop a comment below. What's helped you reconnect when things felt broken? And if you're ready for more real, raw, and restorative conversations, the kind that shift not just your perspective, but your heart, hit subscribe, because we're just getting started. And the next story might just change how you love and how you heal. We've been taught to reach for a cure in the form of a pill. Pills for stress, pills for sleep, pills for sadness, pills for the strain we feel in our hearts and homes. Modern life has trained us to medicate every ache, every emotional dip, every relational rough patch. But here's what we rarely stop to consider. What if one of the most powerful remedies doesn't come in a child-proof bottle? What if healing, real, lasting healing, comes wrapped in something profoundly human, something quietly transformational? If you felt overwhelmed by the urge to fix things quickly, or wondered if there's a gentler way to heal your relationship, this is your invitation to pause and reflect. In the heart of every thriving relationship, every strong, connected marriage, lies a form of therapy so simple, so accessible, we often overlook it entirely. A hug. Not the rushed kind we toss over our shoulder at the end of a long day. Not the distracted pat on the back before heading out the door, but the kind that lingers. Kind where your breath slows to match theirs. Where your heartbeat synchronizes with theirs. Two rhythms becoming one. Where the silence says everything words cannot. And your arms whisper, I'm here. You're safe. We're still in this together. This isn't sentimental fluff. Science supports it. Our emotions respond to it. And more importantly, your relationship feels the difference. Next time you feel disconnected, try holding your partner close for just 1 minute. No distractions, no agenda, just presence. Notice what shifts. So, let's go deeper. Let's unpack this together. Why is this simple, sacred act so often ignored? The emotional medicine we didn't know we were missing. Stay with me, because what comes next might just change the way you love forever. Has a hug ever spoken louder than words in your relationship? Maybe it was after a fight, or during a season when words just didn't come. That quiet moment, when arms wrapped around you said, I choose you anyway. If that's ever been your story, share it in the comments below. Because someone else might need to know they're not the only one holding on with quiet hope. And if you know someone who's feeling disconnected, overwhelmed, like love is slipping through their fingers, send this their way. Remind them, healing doesn't always need grand gestures. Sometimes it's just one touch away. It takes courage to reach out and share. But your story might be the lifeline someone else needs today. If you haven't already, now is the perfect moment to subscribe. Here, we don't skim the surface. We dive deep into love, into healing, into staying connected when it feels easier to drift apart. Subscribe for honest, heart-level conversations every single week. Now let's go deeper, because what's happening during a hug isn't just emotional, it's biochemical. When you share a meaningful embrace, your body releases oxytocin, often called the love hormone. This isn't just poetic, it's physiology. Oxytocin is nature's built-in stress reliever. It lowers blood pressure, slows your heart rate, and significantly reduces cortisol, that toxic stress hormone silently eroding your health, mood, and relationships. Your body already knows how to make something better on its own when you offer or receive a hug that's real and intentional. It's those longer, genuine embraces, around 20 seconds or more, that unlock this chemistry. Studies by psychologists and neuroscientists show that couples who hug regularly enjoy more than emotional intimacy. They experience stronger immune systems, healthier cardiovascular function, and even longer lifespans. Just let that sink in. Your body literally fights off illness more effectively when you feel safe in someone's arms. This isn't fluff or sentimental talk. It's chemistry, it's science, it's survival, and it all begins with connection. Can you remember a hug that made you feel this calm and safe? So let me ask you, when was the last time you let a hug last long enough to heal? Not just a gesture, but a moment that slowed time, calmed tension, and silently said, "We're okay." Drop your thoughts in the comments. Tag someone whose hugs don't just feel good, but change your day. It takes courage to be present in that moment, but it's worth it. Imagine that hug right now, the calm it brings. If this opened your eyes even a little, subscribe now, because it's often the simple things we overlook that become the very things that save us. A meaningful hug doesn't just warm your heart, it calms your entire nervous system. Under the surface, it sends a powerful primal message to your brain. You're safe. In marriage, safety goes far beyond locked doors or routines. It's emotional and psychological, a quiet knowing. I can exhale here. I won't be judged. I won't be left alone. When you really hug, your body reawakens attachment security. That deep-rooted feeling of belonging, being held, being okay. It's the same feeling when love was new, when a touch made the world disappear and the day slowed. A single, well-timed hug can shift everything. Interrupt an argument before it spirals. Soften a wall before it hardens. Turn icy silence into a quiet vow, spoken without words. We're still on the same team. This isn't just affection. It's emotional first aid, relationship maintenance in its most human form. Here's your challenge. Next time tension builds, pause. Don't talk, don't fix, just hug, and watch what shifts. Has a hug ever changed the course of a conversation for you? Share your story in the comments. It might give hope to someone feeling alone. For more tools to strengthen your relationship from the inside out, subscribe now, because we're just getting started. Let's talk about something often overlooked in marriage. Your partner doesn't want to be fixed. They want to be felt. When couples drift, it's easy to blame the big things: infidelity, arguments, irreconcilable differences. But the truth? Disconnection rarely starts with a blow-up. It begins quietly, subtly, not with chores or calendars, but with something far more intimate. Touch, presence, warm skin against skin, a grounding presence that says, I see you, I'm with you. These aren't just sweet gestures, they're lifelines. From the very beginning, before we even knew language, we were wired for touch. Infants deprived of it don't thrive. Even in marriage, especially in marriage, loving physical contact isn't a luxury. It's a need, a daily dose of reassurance. Even a brief touch on the arm or shoulder can say, I'm here. It can't wait for the right mood. It must become a daily rhythm. Developing this rhythm takes time, but it's the heartbeat of lasting connection. Touch says, what words can't. You matter. I'm here. You're not alone. So if it's been a while, start small. A hand on the shoulder, a lingering touch as you pass, a hug before the day sweeps you away. Remember, it's the small, consistent touches that build deep intimacy over time. Don't be afraid to be the one who reaches out first. It can open the door. Touch grounds you both in the present moment. Connection isn't only physical, it's emotional safety wrapped in touch. Start with the skin. Touch like it matters, because it absolutely does. Leave a comment below. What daily habits help you feel emotionally close? And if you know a couple who needs this reminder that intimacy isn't always about sex, but about connection, share this with them. Subscribe for more science-backed ways to deepen your love. Before your next pill, before another quick fix to numb stress, sadness, or silence, pause, reach, hold. Let your arms speak the language your words sometimes can't. Because in that quiet embrace, something shifts, walls soften, tension releases, wounds begin to close. Not because you solved the problem, but because you finally saw each other again. Sometimes the most powerful therapy isn't about talking it out, it's about hugging it in. So tonight, before the day slips away, don't just say I love you, show it, with arms wide open, with a presence that silently says, I'm still here, I'm not going anywhere. Let go of expectations. This hug doesn't have to be perfect to matter. Feel the warmth, the steady rhythm of shared breath. It's okay if it feels strange at first. Connection often starts there. That hug might not fix everything, but it could change something. And that is a powerful place to begin again. If this moved you, tell us, what does real connection look like in your world right now? Share this with someone who might need a gentle reminder. Healing doesn't always start with words. Sometimes it starts with a hug. Tonight, before the day ends, do this one simple thing. Share a 20-second hug with your spouse. No words, no phones, no distractions. Just presence, just breathe, just stillness. Small, consistent moments like this build the foundation of lasting connection. Try it tonight. Then come back and tell us what shifted. Share the impact below. Send this to someone who could use a gentle reminder. Love is often felt before it's ever heard. Subscribe for more simple, powerful ways to reconnect. One moment at a time, one hug at a time. This simple practice can be the start of something beautifully new.